Getting underneath what is underneath is critical to true freedom and happiness. Building our relationship with our Spirit of the universe takes time. He has been with us the whole time. It has been us who hasn't engaged. All relationships take effort. If we ignore our significant other, only acknowledge them when we need something, that relationship will not grow. Same with our higher power. We are better people when we are less concerned with ourselves and have a real interest in others. We are seekers after all. That is how we find and keep on the spiritual plane. We're going to start with the Serenity Prayer, and then we'll go into the daily reflections. If you or someone you know are questioning yourselves about whether or not you're an alcoholic or whether they are an alcoholic or drug addict, reach out. We can help you. You don't have to do it alone. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Grant me patience with the struggles that take time, and appreciation for all that I have, tolerance of those with different struggles, and the strength to get up and try again, one day at a time. It's okay to be me. May 14th. Time after time, newcomers have tried to keep to themselves certain facts about their lives. They have turned to easier methods, but they had not learned enough humility. Alcoholics Anonymous, pages 72 to 73. Humility sounds so much like humiliation, but it really is the ability to look at myself and honestly accept what I find. I no longer need to be the smartest or dumbest or any other est. Finally, it is okay to be me. It is easier for me to accept myself if I share my whole life. If I cannot share in meetings, then I had better have a sponsor, someone with whom I can share those certain facts that could lead me back to a drunk, to death. I need to take all the steps. I need the fifth step to learn true humility. Easier methods do not work. They never completed their house cleaning. They took inventory all right, but hung on to some of the worst items in stock. They only thought they had lost their egoism and fear. They only thought they had humbled themselves. But they had not learned enough of humility, fearlessness, and honesty, in the sense we find it necessary, until they told someone else all of their life story. As recovered alcoholics, we understand the importance of humility in our recovery journey. It is only through humility that we can truly look at ourselves, accept who we are, and find the strength to make positive changes. When we first come into the rooms, many of us are full of shame, guilt, and self-loathing. We may have tried to keep certain facts about our lives hidden, believing that if anyone found out, they would judge us and reject us. However, we soon learn that keeping secrets and trying to hide who we are is not a sustainable way of living. It only serves to keep us isolated, disconnected, and vulnerable to the disease. We learn to be honest with ourselves and others. We let go of the shame and guilt that we carry, and to embrace our true selves with humility and acceptance. We are encouraged to be rigorously honest with ourselves and others, to face our fears and insecurities, and to share the truth about ourselves with those around us. When we share our experiences, our strengths, and our hopes with others, we create a bond of trust and understanding that can help us stay sober and support our fellow members. When we are truly honest, we are willing to be vulnerable. We are willing to expose our weaknesses, our flaws, and our mistakes. This requires a great deal of courage, as it can be frightening to reveal our true selves. When we do so, we open ourselves to the possibility of healing and growth. We learn to accept ourselves as we are, with all our imperfections and flaws. We are taught to accept others as they are, without judgment or criticism. This is not always easy, as many of us have spent years judging and criticizing ourselves and others. To truly accept ourselves, we learn to let go of our ego. Our ego is not our amigo. Our ego is the part of us that wants to be seen as strong, capable, and perfect. It is the part of us that fears vulnerability and weakness. When we let go of our ego and embrace humility, we open ourselves up to the possibility of growth and change, and long-term sobriety. It allows us to see ourselves as we truly are, without the need for pretense or self-aggrandizement. Humility is not the same as humiliation, as many of us mistakenly believe. Humiliation is a painful experience that leaves us feeling ashamed and embarrassed. Humility, on the other hand, is a powerful tool for self-awareness and growth. When we embrace humility, we acknowledge that we are not perfect, that we make mistakes, and that we need help from others to stay sober. We are right-sized. The fifth step is an important tool for learning humility. In it, we admit to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. This definitely requires a great deal of humility, as we must be willing to acknowledge our mistakes and shortcomings to another person. When we do so, we create that deeper sense of connection and understanding with our fellow member, and we begin to heal from the shame and guilt that we used to carry. It's okay to be me. May 14th. Time after time, newcomers have tried to keep to themselves certain facts about their lives. They have turned to easier methods, but they had not learned enough humility. Alcoholics Anonymous, pages 72 to 73. Humility sounds so much like humiliation, but it really is the ability to look at myself and honestly accept what I find. I no longer need to be the smartest or dumbest or any other est. Finally, it is okay to be me. It is easier for me to accept myself if I share my whole life. If I cannot share in meetings, then I had better have a sponsor, someone with whom I can share those certain facts that could lead me back to a drunk, to death. I need to take all the steps. I need the fifth step to learn true humility. Easier methods do not work. Please subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.